Sansara. One takes pabbajja to cross and gain release from sansara, which is full of suffering. The meaning of the word bhikkhu is that it is the person who has understood the suffering of sansara. Forgetting the fear of sansara is a hindrance for the bhikkhus. The more one thinks of the suffering in sansara, it enhances the interest to practice samana dhamma. Therefore, bhikkhus should recollect the conditions of sansara. Sansara is the generation of aggregates not ceased by repeated births and deaths. The generation of lives that continue to be born and dead can also be called sansara. This sansara is very long. These beings did not exist before such a period. There is no time limit to say that these beings existed from a certain period. Therefore, the Tathagata expressed that the sansara has no beginning. There is no life in which that a being can permanently exist in this very long sansara. Wherever born one exists from one birth to another. A being that dies is very seldom reborn in a happy state. One day the Tathagata picked up a bit of earth in the fingernail and inquired, Bhikkhus, which is more, the sand in my nail or the sand in the whole earth? Bhikkhus replied, Bhante, Blessed One, grain of sand in your nail is a few. Many are the grains in the earth. Then the Tathagata said, Bhikkhus, those who are reborn in this world are few, like the grains of sand in my fingernail. Many are the people reborn in hell. It can be realized by looking at the world that beings born in happy states are few. There are many animals in the world that our eyes cannot see. Even if we consider the animals that we can see, the number of such animals that live in an acre or two of land with a few humans is as large as the human population of the whole world. Animals belong to the unhappy states. There are so many animals because of the abundance of beings born in unhappy states. The number of times a person has been born in the animal world cannot be estimated by any means. As beings are mostly born in unhappy states. The number of times one has been born in the Preta world and hell cannot be estimated by any means. The danger of sansara should be considered according to the following stanza in the Anamataga Samyutta. Yam bhikkhave passayata duggatam durupetham nittametam gantabam amhepi eva rupam pachamudhatum imina digena adhunati. Because when you see a poor person with deformed limbs, then you should consider that you too had been the same in this long sansara. Etadeva bhikkhave bahutaram yam vo imina dighena edhana sandhavatam sansaratam amanapa sampayoga manapa vipayoga kandantanam radhantanam asu pasandham pagharitam natveva chatusu mahasamudesu udakham. Because during the long period in sansara, the tears you shed due to association of disliked ones and disassociation of loved ones are many. The waters of the four great oceans are less than that. Because you have suffered the sorrow of the death of mother, for a long period the tears you shed due to the death of the mother are many. The waters of the four great oceans are less than that. Because you have for a long time consumed sadness due to death of the father, consumed sadness due to death of the brother, consume sadness due to death of sister, consume sadness due to death of son, consume sadness due to death of daughter, consume sadness due to death of relatives, consume sadness due to illness. The tears you shed on account of these are many. The waters of the four great oceans are less than that. Plenty is the blood shed due to being beheaded during many lives. In this long journey in Sansara, the waters of the four great oceans are not as much. Because in this long period the blood you have shed from your bodies when beheaded as cattle is much, waters of the great ocean is less. Much is the blood shed when the beheaded after being born as buffaloes, goats, deer, pig, and fowl. Less are the waters of the four great oceans, the blood shed from your bodies when caught and beheaded as robbers in the village, highway robbers, and those practicing sexual misconduct is much. The waters of the four great oceans are less. It is its meaning. If you do not practice the Samana Dhamma well and destroy the craving, which is the cause for repeated births, these sufferings will continue as they are now. May those who wish to overcome this suffering practice Samana Dhamma and attain Nibbana, which is the end of suffering in samsara.